Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Johnny. This is Ted, and we got a newbie here for BrainScratch for this discussion. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm a friend of Ted from that strange, mysterious place we call the real world. I've joined I've joined Ted on a few of his Hyrule Warrior Grindfest, which you can find the replays on his channel, where we just talk about random stuff. And like Ted, I live in the Greater Boston area, so I was able to join John and Ted at PAX East this spring.
Well, by the time this video gets uploaded, it'll probably be like 2 weeks after the event.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But yeah, we were at PAX. A couple of people got to see us and say hi, and we're always grateful to and like pumped to meet fans and whatnot, because like it's like you see view counts and like numbers and stuff like that, but it's way more real to see like real people and stuff.
Yeah, the people actually give you like an actual like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Or they can give you like a thumbs down, and then you kick them in the shins. Because I could do that now. Screw the spam button, screw the ban from channel. I'm gonna kick you in the ass.
And that's why I pay Johnny's bill.
I guess first and foremost, let me just get that out of the way, and I'll say this again over and over and over again. I'm truly appreciative, Ted, for your hospitality.
Oh, not a problem. John,
You saved me a lot of money on hotel.
yeah, John stayed at my place for a few nights, and we told stories, and we went on a campfire, and we went Amiibo hunting. That last one actually happened. But yeah, we chilled. We did the chilling. It was weird because I originally wasn't planning on being there for more than just the Friday, but circumstances changed, and I was able to be there all 3 days, which was great because this was a lot of fun at PAX. I'd go to say that, not to diss on Ryan and Lewis or anything. I think this was probably one of the most fun PAXs I've ever had. So
To be perfectly honest, I thought it was around the same level of enjoyment I had when we went last year because PAX. I don't so much go for the exhibitions or the exhibitors or whatever they're demonstrating. I go more for the atmosphere and to have like meet and greets with fans of any of my channels. And on that end, it was better than last time. On the show floor end, around the same because there's always lines.
Yeah.
You're always waiting for something, and if you're not at the door, or at least in the opening line before 10 o'clock, you are now going to be waiting 2 hours, three tops, for that 10-minute demonstration of something that's going to come out in a few months. With that said, Splatoon. That was.
I think the weirdest thing for the Splatoon line that I saw, which I didn't get a chance to play the Splatoon demo, Johnny and Ted both did, but they had the line, but they would cap the line. So there was a guy holding a sign saying, no more people can join the queue, and no, you can't form a line to join the line.
We have officially Splatooned.
it was funny because talking about getting there early on Saturday when I actually went to go see Splatoon, I got there I think around I got into the line, like the line. I was there before they opened the show floor to let people go get into the queue inside the building, and so it had to be around 8. And so I was towards the beginning of the line. John, I think, was there later. John was he was only there about an hour later, but I was 7th in line for Splatoon, and that's because I beelined it to the Nintendo booth. John was about 10 minutes in the room after me, and he had to wait the full hour and a half.
Yeah, it was about an hour and 40 minutes because I was at the very tail end of the line. The guy put up the sign right then and there, and then luckily I was able to move on from there. But yeah, I didn't run. I didn't ran. I pretty much jogged.
Yeah.
Because one step at a time. I'm not trying to impress anybody.
No, there were enforcers please don't run, please. We don't want to get sued. That line was crazy. Splatoon was really the only demo that I was interested in playing at PAX.
Same here.
I did end up playing some of the other assorted Nintendo demos because they were giving away free Splatoon pins, and I wanted those. So I played Codename Steam, which was just basically the same demo I already had on the eShop. So, I kind of lost on purpose early so I could get the pin quickly. I played some Smash, and I played Puzzles and Dragons, which looked okay. It's a match 3 puzzler, so, shrugs. But yeah, the only demo I was seriously interested in was Splatoon, which was a lot of fun. It was I really enjoyed it.
Same here. The only thing I wish that wasn't the way it was, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be an option to turn it off, was that for camera control, both the right analog stick and the gyroscope functioned at the same time.
What?
I would have liked one or the other, not necessarily both, because here I am trying to get a better view of my surroundings to shoot maybe this tree or maybe this wall covered in goop, and I'm fighting myself because the character doesn't want to point exactly where I want to. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be an issue in the retail version.
I believe they've already confirmed that you can turn them off if you don't like them, but don't quote me on that.
Oh, okay.
I think that's certain. I think that they're but if you're wondering about the content of the demo, I believe it's almost completely unchanged from the E3 demo. So like there weren't any super cool secrets that we could see, but it was fun to get my hands on the game, and it's also really nice to see how excited people were for it because that line was never not capped throughout
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
and it's nice to see that people are going to support a new IP from Nintendo because if they didn't, we'd never get another one like ever.
And I should say, I mentioned the camera problems. Besides that, it was a great time. I noticed though, like, people had the hardest time at the beginning anyway, more so round 1 than round 2, of the concept of Splatoon, where it's not shooting your opponent with paint, it's covering as much area as you possibly can.
Yeah, that I think that's the main twist on the game. So I think people are just trying to do what they're more familiar with, which is just shoot people in the face.
Now, what
Only
happens if you hit your opponent with ink?
they die. Well, temporarily, they're sent back to the spawn point. But you can there's a quick travel feature where you tap on the gamepad where one of your teammates are, and you just fast travel to where they are. So like killing someone really only puts them out of action for like maybe like 10 seconds max. And matches are pretty short at 3 minutes, so that could be the deciding thing that makes or breaks you. But really, what you should be focusing on is covering territory, not killing opponents, because
Shoot the wall behind your opponent, not at the opponent.
yeah, like you can't just ignore them because then they'll shoot you and take like you'll just never get a chance to mark that territory back. But it's a nice balance, which is interesting. But other than that, yeah, like I wasn't really interested in much of the demos. I would have gone to play the Shovel Knight DLC, but like I just never got the opportunity to.
I wanted to buy one of the T-shirts, but unfortunately, like they capped it medium. I was like, yeah, okay, I guess if I want a rag.
Oh yeah, I got a Shovel Knight plushie. Those sold out in 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That
so
plushie was amazing. Looks amazing, though. I got to see it, and it's just incredibly well made and incredibly detailed.
yeah, the shovel is magnetic, so it sticks to his hand, and it can also stick on his back like Cloud's sword. So yeah, it's a really well made little toy. I guess like for my other swag, like I got a lot of pins and stuff. I also got Tetris lights, so yeah, I've got a bunch of Tetris blocks lying around my room. And actually, what ended up being my favorite was I actually got a Hyrule Warrior scarf, like the blue Link scarf that he has. And
Which you end up wearing for the entire convention.
well,
afterwards.
it made me an awful lot more visible because it's
Yeah.
it's something to mark you by, especially since like I had my winter coat because it's cold outside, and that's orange and the scarf's blue, and they complement each other.
It's a really nice scarf too. It was like very like I think someone tweeted when you posted the picture of you with the scarf. Someone was like, "Oh, is that like itchy cheap scarf that came with the pre-order?" And like, no, it's a really nice soft scarf.
I don't think it's the official one because I got it at I didn't get it at they weren't selling anything at the Nintendo booth. No matter how much I tried to bribe them for that Splatoon poster that they had up on the wall.
You didn't end up swiping that Ike Amiibo?
No, I tried to. I tried to, but I would have felt bad. But so yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was the official one. So maybe the official one wasn't very comfortable, but I like the one that I've got.
I didn't get much swag for myself. I was on a tight budget, and because everything was on such short notice, I ended up getting a few T-shirts from my friends and family. And the only thing of any interest that I've walked out with that I paid for were the Fan Gamers coffee mugs. I love coffee mugs. I'm trying to like get a collection of them, video game related anyway. Like I bought the Luigi mug from Nintendo World in New York. I usually go to too many games. I see what they have. I got a Dragon Ball Z mug. This year I walked away with the Mario Warp Pipe mug. and the Fan Gamer energy tank, like the legitimate energy tank shaped mug. It's not just a regular mug with the E-Tank graphic plastered on it. It is a coffee mug that is shaped like an E-Tank. I love it. It doesn't hold as much coffee as I thought it was going to, but it's absolutely fine. I got like 6 coasters because they swindled me. It's like, you want these coasters that you're probably never going to use? Do I? Yeah, sure. Give me 6.
Hey, well now your tables will never have water rings around them ever again. Well, this wasn't at the con itself, but you got some Amiibos. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. That was on the Sunday, right?
Yeah, we at
Day 3.
Sunday after we were done for the day, because PAX is great, but it's also tiring. So by the time you get like halfway through Sunday, you kind of just want to go home. We went back and we went Amiibo hunting because they had Amiibos on the show floor, but they were like ridiculous because Amiibos. Like they had a villager. No, was it villager for $85?
Villager was $85.
Yeah. Ugh. John, you wanted Sonic and Mega Man, so we went kind of shopping around GameStops and Best Buys in my area looking for Sonic and Mega Man, and we found them.
And that's the thing that people got to do. Like, it's a word of advice when you're Amiibo hunting. Sometimes, employees, they mean well, but they're pretty incompetent when it comes to stock and inventory. So it pays to ask, do you have anything in the back, or does anybody around you have these Amiibos that we're looking for? And, we got results pretty fast.
Yeah, because...
like, all things considered.
Yeah, like, they were just said, yeah, they've got one in the other city. Do you want to go? You want them to hold it for you? And we were like, yeah, sure. So,
Shout outs to Dario, by the way.
Yeah, Dario. Dario was the name of the guy who at the GameStop in the mall that I normally go to. Apparently, he watches your channel. So.
And I love you. As ridiculous as the prices were in Amiibos and PAX East, thinking back, I probably should have jumped on that Rosalina Amiibo that ended up disappearing. I think after day 2, I think it was $35.
Oh, that you should have jumped on that.
I probably should have jumped on that. It weirds me out that people were selling Japanese Amiibos at a lower price than American Amiibos when, in terms of functionality, they do the exact same thing. Amiibos are not region locked.
I think it's for people who want boxed collections. Like, they want it to all be the American box. Like, people will usually go for Japanese if they just want to play with the thing because they're more common. Because Catherine, like, you've got freaking Catherine and her fancy schmancy boxed Fire Emblem Marth and Ike Amiibos. Yeah.
Hi guys, I can see him right here. Stay in the box. The outside world is a scary place.
Did you end up walking out with anything, Catherine, in terms of swag?
Yeah, I didn't get too much because I'm planning on I'm going to Anime Boston in April, so I kind of want to. No,
you should be there and stuff.
It's great. So I didn't want to buy too much because don't want to spend like too much discretionary funds before then. I got a really nice. Fangamer is great. I got a pair of Animal Crossing like leaf earrings that were I thought were really cute, and I got a poster that had like an original design of Maria and Draco. Like it looks like a poster for the Maria and Draco opera from Final Fantasy VI. I thought that was really clever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I just got a couple other pairs of earrings. There's a great place. I didn't end up getting the dice earrings from this one vendor. I got some other earrings they have, but there's this one vendor that sells like dice earrings, like D20s, D10s, things like that. They're really cool, and they're super nice there too. So they don't have a lot of vendors at PAX, but some of the vendors they have like are really great people. But I think I remember you saying in the last year's PAX East video, Johnny, that like the vendors are very specialized, and I agree with you on that. Like if you don't wear jewelry, you're not going to go to the vendor that sells jewelry. But
oddly enough, though, they don't sell nearly as many games as I think that you'd expect at PAX. Like, we found a handful of game vendors, but they didn't really have an awful lot of stuff that like you wouldn't expect. And they're definitely not selling anything for cheaper than you could get online.
No, I would say PAX is the absolute worst with that, because vendors at PAX know you have money, so they They raised those prices up to ridiculous. You know, there are a few vendors out there. Nothing against the guys. I'm pretty sure they're nice people when they're not in business. Some of the prices they had for games that weren't even like completed in like the box or with manuals were fetching for like $250. It was like, you know, I knew someone in Too Many Games that the price, while still high, was still not this ridiculous. Like I think I saw a Mega Man X3 complete Super Nintendo for $250 at PAX, and I swear I saw the same thing, the exact same thing, over Too Many Games for $100. Now, yes, that's ridiculous, but it's a lesser sort of ridiculous, and one that I could probably afford if I really hate it myself.
Yeah, like I saw Eternal Darkness, which is a game that I've been interested in years.
Yeah.
It was like $55, and I was like, yeah, no. And like at the time, I didn't know how much it was going for on Amazon, but like on Amazon, you can get it used for like 30. So if you were bargain hunting, you could probably get it at certain cons for even less than that. Like if you want like stuff, PAX is good, but if you want games, I don't think it's probably the best con to.
No, you go to like a local con for like vendors.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I Too Many Games. I'll keep plugging it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, well John was at the Throne Controllers panel. You didn't go to any panel-y type stuff, right, Catherine?
No, I didn't. None of them. Like I don't know. Panels just aren't too much of my thing, and also because I was only there for one day, I wanted to like see everything and get my shopping done that one day. And the only panel I really would have wanted to go to was Throne Controllers, but I was there on the Friday, not the Saturday, so that wasn't an option.
On Friday, I went to Extra Credits, and like I love those guys. Like they talk. If you're not familiar with them, they talk about like game design and stuff like that. And it was pretty much a pretty standard Q&A for the most part, but I could just listen to those guys talk for hours. So I had a good time. Phone Controllers was a blast though. Did they end up recording it? Because I've heard like mumblings that they weren't able to get it recorded for some reason. I know that they had cameras there, but
That's on my account because I saw Proton John tweet. I believe it was either Friday, or around that time. That response to someone who asked whether it was going to get recorded. He said no, it won't be recorded, or rebroadcast. So I don't know if that was true or not, but yeah, who knows. I hope it was because they've had good recordings in the past.
At the very least, somebody probably caught it on a camcorder, so
Yeah.
you could catch it there.
Yeah.
Someone filmed it on their iPhone, but they're holding it vertically.
Oh no! Don't joke like that. Oh.
You know, if something happened like really fast, if someone was like, I have to capture this, and pulled out their iPhone, but forgot that like videos should be filmed sideways, not vertically.
No, oh god,
Huh.
that's...
I just learned of a new pet peeve for Ted, so thank you very much.
No, damn it.
I would say the Throne Controllers panel was a great time, like last year. And me and Ted, we talked about this a few times throughout while the panel was going on. You know, if there's just one point of critique that we can give them, they really need to have those games set up for video game challenges. Because there was at one point where I think it was nearly 10 minutes, where after they got a question, they picked the challenge, and it was a video game challenge, and it took like 10 minutes to get it set up.
Was that 3D World? Was it?
I think it was either Punch Out, or it might have been. It was one of those two. Either way, like if you know you got video game challenges set up beforehand, I think every console should be set up. That way, it's just a quick transition. I understand you got limitations with video signals, and you have to switch this with that, but I just think they could have been a little quicker on the job with that one. Besides that, it was pretty A plus. I love the atmosphere of the Throne Controls panel because you're born in the late '80s. Most likely, you remember Nick Arcade, and it's that sort of atmosphere. And it's just a good time. I recommend going to one if you're ever in PAX.
It was Bravely Default. The song was the battle theme for Bravely Default. Oh man, I get that sort of the answer Jeopardy yelling at the screen kind of feeling from it. Oh man, if I had gone up there at any point, I would have crushed it. Just saying.
It's easy to say from the audience. And then you get up there and they give you a question that you're like...
Oh no, like if I had gotten the what is the last game to be released on the PS2, which was like some soccer game from like 2013, like I would have been boned. But like, which game is this? And it was Animal Crossing. I meant like, yeah,
I donked it!
But one of the best parts I think though of that panel was one of the video game challenges was Punch Out, and they needed to survive one round against Mr. Sandman. And like he was about to die, but he did that trick where you press the A button, like you mash the A button, and then like Little Mac will save himself, and like the entire crowd just started like it went nuts. It felt like it was like some sort of like ending of a sports movie where the underdog team won the
The
game.
the blindfolded underdog.
Oh no, I'm not talking about a Glass Joe, because like somebody lost a Glass Joe. They were
What?
blindfolded, but still.
Oh gosh, they blindfolded.
Yeah,
That's
even
hilarious.
blindfolded, you should not lose to Glass Joe.
You're talking about the guy that fought against Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, the Mr. Sandman
Yeah.
one, because they played both NES Punch Out and Wii Punch Out. I don't know if like the challenges they pick are random or like, because if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure they run that with PowerPoint actually. Like at least the like the choose your challenge kind of part of it. That was a lot of fun, and we got to meet a bunch of people afterwards in the little meet and greet thing area that they had after the panel was over. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it always is. Just raid their territory, just hang around.
We didn't run into as many people as last year, but I think that makes sense because it wasn't all of us. So, people. So how many people do you think we talked to, John? Like if you just had
I lost count after a while. I don't keep count of that sort of thing. If I meet them, I meet them. I gotta say, there was one at one point. It was on Friday actually. I got a text from Chuck Conroy, and it's a picture of a guy holding a cardboard box that says "Looking for some, call me Johnny." and and I'm wondering, I was like, oh shit, like where is this guy at? And it was, but everyone was busy. It took him a while to respond back to me, and I ended up running into him right outside the classic arcade room, that was also a pretty nifty spot just to chill out, because they're all free to play, and they got classic Street Fighter 2, 3, Mortal Kombat's 1 through 3. I recommend going there if they're ever again set up there for next year's PAX. But I ended up reaching that guy because he wanted me to talk to his younger brother, I think it was, who was a really big fan of my channel.
Aww.
And he wanted me to give him a call, wish him thank you for watching. It was a really heartfelt moment. Like, I almost cried, but
John S. Softy confirmed.
I'm a pretty soft motherfucker. You just gotta mind my foul mouth if you're a pussy.
John, you don't need to tell them about Friday night. Jeez.
The plot
Amiibo's so big.
Oh yeah. Speaking of places to hang out, shout out to the handheld lounge, which was pretty awesome.
So comfy. I got really tired, while Ted was at the extra credits thing, and so I just went to
PAX is murder on your feet, so
And back. Good lord, my back.
Try doing that all in 4-inch heels, gentlemen.
Yeah, you were cosplaying as Catherine.
Yes, I was cosplaying as Catherine. Maybe there'll be from Catherine. Maybe there'll be a picture now of me in cosplay. My costume wasn't perfect. Like I still have some ironing out to do. My pigtails didn't hold up.
Your dress was pretty nicely ironed.
Thank you.
No, that's the joke. You said ironing out, and I said iron, and it's funny because I made a joke
over my head. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun going doing cosplay. That was my first time doing going to a con as cosplay, and I got quite a few people who recognized me. Quite a few people asked for pictures. It was a lot of fun. People were very polite. I just want I was a little nervous going because it's Catherine. It's she's a pretty racy character, but people were incredibly polite about respecting space and that I am a person cosplaying as Catherine. I'm not Catherine.
Yeah.
I'm not that Catherine.
No.
So just a shout out to people actually being nice at PAX. And it was really great running into people. I think the funniest moment was when I was in the ladies' room, putting my costume on, and I look up and I see Francisca von Karma 5 feet away from me, and she's like, "Are you Catherine?" And I like, "Are you Francisca?" And I was like, "I know someone who needs to meet you." And I came out and I was like, "Ted, Interpol just caught me."
Oh yeah, that was great. But I think the funniest part was when we ran into the Vincent.
Oh my gosh, we ran into a girl cosplaying Vincent. It was really good. She had like this kind of subtle like cloth thing around her chest area, but she was great. She was in the like polka dot boxer shorts and with the horns and everything. That was awesome.
We saw some very impressive cosplay just
We
all
really did.
throughout. Like
You guys got any standout examples?
The
the
blue
Zant.
shell guy.
Oh, blue shell
That
guy.
was just super clever. Like there was a guy
um,
in an all blue like thing that completely covered his face, and then like with a spiky
a
shell on
morph.
his back. That
I
was
think
funny.
it's called a morph suit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the Wii Fit trainer that watches BrainScratch comms. We ran into a male Wii Fit trainer, and while John was waiting in line at Splatoon, I was keeping him company. So it might appear that I have cut, but I didn't actually play, so I didn't actually cut.
Yeah. And we were sure to tell people that.
Yeah.
Well, like, they were behind us. Like, he's not cutting, he's my stowaway, he's my pack mule.
Yeah. But
He's your
yeah,
wingman.
shout out to the Wii Fit trainer. That was a really good costume. I think my favorite throughout the whole con had to be the group of Hyrule Warriors characters,
man.
including a Zant with the full-on helmet. Like, that was just impressive.
People did really impressive Hyrule Warriors cosplayers because we saw a Sheik, though I'm not sure if that was Hyrule Warriors Sheik. I don't know
I've
well
got
enough.
it. I think there were elements from it.
Okay.
Because the hair, yeah, I think there were elements up from it. I don't know if it was like specifically Hyrule Warriors. There were a few Hyrule Warriors Zeldas.
We saw
I
that
caught.
Zelda. I was like we were talking about because I was really curious how she made the sort of armor pieces on like her like the bracers on her arms and the what was supposed to be metal work on her dress, and she was super nice and her costume was really good. And then we saw like a group go by with like a Zant and a Impa and a Link, and yeah, a lot of people did really impressive Hyrule Warriors cosplay.
The Impa one I saw myself. I don't know if I got a picture of it. I'll have to look, but I was really impressed with Impa from Hyrule Warriors
Like
because
she had the sword. She had like
she had the sword. She had like the breastplate, and everything was it was pretty much 1-to-1.
yeah. The Hyrule Warrior stuff I think is impressive because those costumes are so detailed, and anything with armor takes a lot of work. And
Definitely.
just shout outs to cosplayers because everybody I talked to who did cosplay was really friendly. Like
Yeah.
like I like they were super cool with me asking like how did you make that? Like I've never done cosplay myself, but I have so much respect for people who can do it because it takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort. So
You're talking about armor, and I know this is the costume idea has been done since 2008, but whoever that Iron Man was,
Oh man, the Iron Man was insane. Was that on Saturday?
That I think it was either Saturday or Sunday, one of those two. But we got pictures of that, and holy shit, there's like I can't imagine just how long it took for him to make that Iron Man.
I don't know like if it comes across on the pictures we've got, but it was mechanical. The visor went up and down on its own. Like I don't even know how he did it. Like there probably was a button somewhere in the suit that did it, but like that was the most impressive Iron Man I've ever seen in my life.
I wonder if there's one guy I know who did a Iron Man cosplay and like I only know of it like a very intricate Iron Man cosplay, and I know of it because when I was at Anime Boston last year, I was with a friend of mine who studies mechanical engineering, so obviously she was interested in this panel that we went to where it was about like how to make things like hard parts of cosplay, things like metal, metalwork pieces or 3D printed pieces, and I think that someone who had done a full Iron Man costume was there, and it looked incredible just from the pictures. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
No, I think one thing about being at a con is that you're just walking around, doing your thing, looking for stuff to buy, and then you look out of the corner of your eye and like, holy shit, is that Zero Suit Samus? And then you run over to go get a picture. Like that is so much, that is so much fun.
In terms of anything else that I played, besides Splatoon, the only thing I stopped to play was Freedom Planet actually, because they had a booth set up. They got their own little spot, and I went up to them, and there was a bit of a line when I was watching people play the game, and then I disguised myself as I never played the game before, and then I pick up the controller and I beat the stage, and it was like, hey, have you played this game before? And then I just like reveal myself. I take off the shirt. And it's like, yes, it is me, Johnny. I was like, I love this game. I met the creator. Steven, and they had some new DLC to showcase. It's kind of freakishly similar to how they have with Shovel Knight on display with Plague Knight. Freedom Planet had some DLC that's not out just yet, but they have informed me that they have been approved for a Wii U version.
Oh yeah, they told you that like literally like a few hours before they announced it on their Twitter.
Yeah.
That was great. So now I'll actually play Freedom Planet.
Yeah, that's great. I'm happy to see them expand. They're all very nice people. One of the guys I was next to had a really massive, strong handshake, and kind of like dislocated my knuckle. I didn't even know you can do that.
Oh, man.
But yeah, they're really nice people, and I'm looking forward to whatever they have in store for Freedom Planet in the future.
If we're talking about things we played though, let's not lie. The only thing that anybody played at that entire con was StreetPass games. Like,
Oh my gosh. So many puzzle pieces.
I was so pissed Friday night. Cause I got
Why?
so many puzzle pieces. Up the dirt, Friday night, we're gonna put another Monster Hunter panel, even though we already have a Monster Hunter panel. Oh man, but you know, fuck you people, cause I managed to get all but 3 pieces at PAX, and I got the remaining 3 pieces this past week. So yeah, suck it.
I had to have 350 street passes.
Oh damn.
I think because it came to a point where that's what I was doing for like 2 hours because my hotel that I stood for like 2 nights was like 4 miles from the con. That is a $25 taxi ride. And I was panicking a bit because I can't keep doing this for the entire convention because I'm going to spend like 150 on travel alone. So I discovered the shuttle. And the shuttle was great. You know, the guy was really nice, really friendly. Boston traffic can suck my what's a kid-friendly word for dick?
Dick.
Cock. There you go. Yeah, it could suck my cock.
Dude, you don't live here, all right? You don't get a complaint.
It doesn't matter, man. I was on the shuttle bus, you know, and I know part of it was rush hour, and part of it was also because you guys still got like 7 feet of snow on the floor.
Yeah.
From previous snowstorms. But I was stuck in one spot for an hour and a half in a shuttle bus. So the only thing I could really do was StreetPass and Phoenix Wright.
Oh man. Well, at the very least, you were stuck with a bunch of other people, so you kept on getting more street passes. So
yeah, I got a lot of puzzle pieces. I was able to complete a lot of them. I was able to find me like a few times in a row.
In preparation for PAX, I bought a whole bunch of the DLC Street Pass games, and I've gotten quite a lot of Street Pass tickets for silly hats now.
I am so accomplished.
Okay, so this is gonna be the awkward part where you edit out what I'm gonna ask if we don't end up talking about it. Should we mention the tournament or not mention the tournament? Because it's already part of it's going up. Should we mention that we were there and not talk about like how well we did?
Well, people already know that we're there.
Yeah.
Because of the qualifying, because that's the bracket at the end of the qualifying video.
Yeah, and the Runaway guys posted a picture of of all of our logos. So should we mention it or?
We can mention it. Let's not give away the results.
Yeah.
I think that's what they really care about.
Yeah, so we'll keep...
yeah,
okay,
that was great.
Okay, so yeah, we were so as you guys may or may not know by now, we were invited. Well, me and John were invited to come to the TRG, the Runaway guys, Super Smash Bros. Wii U tournament, and oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Like. I love stuff like that.
Met a lot of people. There were a few people I didn't think were gonna be there.
Oh no, I was shocked to see Smooth McGroove and JonTron show up.
Yeah, those were it. Like it's like I recognize Jesus over there. I was like, oh wait, that's Smooth McGroove. And then I had to get a picture with him immediately. And then of course I turned around and there's JonTron. And I was like, what the hell is he doing? I didn't know he was gonna be here. I was like, oh whatever, I gotta get a picture.
Yeah,
now.
like wait, that's an easy way to start feeling inadequate. It's just like, oh wait, I'm here. And like, there's JonTron. Yeah, like, oh yeah. Also, shout out to Cobain Romani, whatever your numbers are, I forget them.
456.
Shout out to Cobain Armani for like actually knowing what I do, like dude, you are like.
It was sort of creepy though. When it just say, it's like, I don't know anything about you, but you know something about
No,
me.
I know what Kobe does. Like, it was just, I was just impressed that he knew of my piddly little Hyrule Warrior streams. Like, I was honored, really. Yeah, I was so happy to find out that, like, I was not the person who had the weirdest controller setup. There, because like people are like, oh, you use the gamepad, and then I believe Glitch City actually uses the 3DS, so I no longer feel weird.
Freaks.
But yeah, that was a ton of fun.
And we hope you guys look forward to the uploads whenever TRG gets to doing that.
I believe my first match was the last one from the first round, so I don't think I'm gonna go up for like a couple weeks. I know you were earlier, so you'll be up sooner than I will be, John.
Do you know what the upload rate is for that?
Nope.
Neither do I. Okay, the beat goes on.
I don't really like that Mario Party minigame very much.
I wasn't there long enough for it to be worth waiting in line / waiting to wait in line for Splatoon, which I honestly wasn't even like terribly interested anyways.
I'm gonna make you interested in that game whether you like it or not, because it's great.
What you should do is announce another grind fest for Hyrule Warriors, and then bait and switch at the last minute and just switch to Splatoon. It's like, ha! Gotcha now! Wait, come back!
No, I would never do something devious like that, right? Right?
There were a lot of indie games. Like if I had more time, maybe I would tried them out. But it's just with that many people and that few places to play the games, you have to wait. You have to be prepared to wait for a while if you want to play a demo. And given that I was only there for one day, it just didn't seem like the most effective way to spend the day. One thing I was glad to see was Final Fantasy Typo.
Final Fantasy misspelling?
I don't know. Is it O positive or O negative though? Not sure if universal donor. I was interested to see that because I just didn't know much about it since Squeenix apparently decides they're too good for E3 lately and haven't been showing too much at E3 last year. But it looks interesting. It got me interested in keeping an eye on it. I haven't gotten a PS4 yet, but might be the push I need to start getting interested in getting interested in buying a PS4. They had a lot of like the MMORPG Final Fantasy 14, which I wasn't interested in. But then they had this other game. I don't remember what I can't remember what it's called. Some weird looking game, and I was like, am I still in the Squeenix booth?
Was that the one where the other stupid hat that they had came from? Because they had the Moogle hat, I recognized that, and then they had the other stupid hat.
No, they had a Chocobo hat.
Wait, that was a Chocobo?
Hold on, I think I have it right here. They have a Moogle hat and a Chocobo hat.
I swear that does not look like a Chocobo to me.
Dude, I'm holding them both right now. There's a Moogle hat and a Chocobo hat. It's definitely a Chocobo.
I know about the Moogle hat because I made John wear it so he could look silly.
It definitely is a Chocobo, because on the inside it says A Realm Reborn Final Fantasy 14. Play Final Fantasy 14 for free today. Oh, I didn't even know that. Well.
Play Final Fantasy 14 for free today, $30 tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Please play Final Fantasy 14. I think the subtitle shouldn't be A Realm Reborn. It should be We Fixed It, We Promise. But
it's a game now.
One thing that I'm happy to see though is that Square's going back to its old tricks of we don't know if people are going to play this game, so let's put a demo for a game people actually want in the disc so that people will buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing stories of Final Fantasy 15, but that's I guess a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
Whenever that start getting heavy media attention.
So Final Fantasy 15 wasn't there. No sign of that game really, except for like
they had signs.
But yeah, well, yeah.
And posters.
But there was this other game with like these two teenage girls and like, I don't know, like notebook paper. I don't remember what it was called, but I just looked. I'm like, I remember we were waiting in line to get the free Final Fantasy Typo poster, and I'm like, Ted, is that a Squeenix game? And you were like, I think it's a TV show. And I was like, nope, it's a game.
Square publishes a lot of shit that you wouldn't think they do though, like because Hitman that's published by Square for
Oh
some
yeah, I
reason.
remember hearing that. Oh, it's called Life is Strange. That's what it's
I think that
called.
might actually just be an indie game that was just happened to be next to.
It's published by Square. It was developed by Don't Nod Entertainment.
I've heard interesting things about it. It's just from what I remember seeing it like afterwards. Like I didn't put two and two together that they were the same game until just now. But like yeah, it looks way more indie game than something published by Square too.
Yeah.
That was just strange.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that they wanted to push though, there was a lot of Codename Steam at the Nintendo booth, and you should play Codename Steam because it's great. I just finished a chapter where an alien threw the Big Ben at me. So yeah, that's awesome. You should play it. And I know that John doesn't care, so I'll stop.
Yeah,
I'll stop.
took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, but whatever. It's a good summary.
Yeah. Do you have like a compilation of all those stupid pictures of you with the Amiibos, John? Because I need to see those.
I don't know. It was hot for about a while, for about a day, and then it sort of fizzled out. So I'm probably gonna have to dig a bit, but yeah, we took a picture as soon as we got the Sonic and Mega Man amiibo. I posted on my Twitter, and it exploded. And there's a lot of funny as fuck edits, and I got to showcase a few of them because I kind of had it coming with the face I made on that picture. But yeah, it was intentional. That's why I did it in the first place. I was like, I see how people have fun with this one, and I was not disappointed.
My favorite one was the "Thanks, Satan" picture. Was that the one with Sonic 06 and Genesis, or was that the one with Sonic Boom?
I think it was a Sonic Boom. It might have been Sonic 06 or Sonic Genesis. I think about it. My favorite one personally. Well, one of my favorite ones. I'm not sure if I can get a top three, but one of my favorite ones is it's me holding the BrainScratch and Hellfire logos. Making it like I'm the mastermind between both channels, and like I'm the puppet. I'm the puppet master of both of them, and I thought that was pretty funny.
My favorites were the one with you holding your own head twice, and then the one with you holding Crash 3 in one hand and Elliot's head in the other.
That was pretty damn macabre. Like I was laughing and then I got a little uncomfortable, but then I started laughing again. Real special shout out to all those that I met in the convention. You know, I did get a few more donations while I was there, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And it just makes me want to have this donators marathon go for like the entire year if it was feasible. I'm holding these games real close to my heart, folks. I can't thank you guys enough for all of them, and you guys are all really something special. I got to tell you that because you go out of your way to, you know, gift me with shovelware. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I truly am appreciative of what you guys do, just for the sake of getting the word out for a game you happen to like, or maybe you like to see me lose my mind or one game. Either way, it's something I didn't have before, and I'm truly grateful for that. And you guys really make me look forward to conventions because of awesome people like you. So thank you very much.
I wanna echo that thought because like I actually got a game and like I don't do reviews, so maybe I'll just have to show it off for BrainScratch at one point. Because it's certainly something. Yep. I love meeting people. Like it is so much fun to make friends, and I mean, God, I sound like I'm in a freaking Nick Jr. cartoon.
Should I play the acoustic guitar?
Oh no, okay, we don't need to get like PBS levels here, dude.
I was thinking more of Full House. Fuck Full House.
Oh, everywhere you look. Okay, but God, yeah, no, none of that freaking song stuck in my head. But yeah, man, that's honestly the best part of conventions for me is just getting to meet people and seeing how enthusiastic people can be about BrainScratch and all the different stuff that we do. Like I ran into somebody who talked about like the Hyrule Warriors streams, which was really neat. I think me and Catherine met.
Yeah, that was also while we were waiting in line for that dang poster at Squeenix.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. There was one when I was there.
Yeah, that was just the only one.
Okay.
I can't remember if he gave me your name, dude. I'm sorry, but you know, it's always nice to run into people who appreciate the stuff you do. It makes it all worth it a little bit.
I like going to conventions because it's often like times when you're just like like for someone like me who, you know, this isn't like, for John it's a little different because like, this is kind of your job now. But for someone like me who is like, I'm in grad school and like it's not, I don't go to lab and like talk to people like, like, did you hear about Final Fantasy 15? Like the news about that? Like, no, people in my lab don't care about that kind of stuff. So it's nice to go somewhere where it feels like, a lot of other, like all these other people like gaming to some different degree. I mean, people like different types of games, but it's cool to feel like you're not just some random nerd person, that there are all these other people.
It's nice to feel like you belong somewhere.
Yeah.
Because all these people share similar interests that you do. Like, it's okay to, walk down the hallway with whatever you're wearing. You can show support for your favorite thing and not have, other people chastise you for that because people are assholes. But, it just feels good to be in that sort of environment because, it's there that you find out there are tons of other people that are just like you that share similar interests. And it's worth it for you to go out of your way to meet these people because it gives you a lot of memories. And like last year, I have tons of memories this year.
Definitely.
Man, this really is turning into an after-school special. We should stop it before it gets too before we like start
Don't do
singing.
drugs, kids.
If you've got a chance to go to a con, any con, whether it's like PAX East if you're in the area or just whatever happens to be around, I highly recommend it. It's worth. It might not feel like it when you pay for the ticket, but it is worth the money. And remember, we're gonna be at the whole crew is gonna be at MomoCon this year.
As I got on that note, MomoCon, that is the next convention that BrainScratch will be attending, and that's the big one for us.
Yeah, because that's where we'll be able to like record games and stuff. Like John and I, we played some stuff together, but we didn't record anything.
No.
Because like that would, I don't know. We were very tired. I think was
we're pooped.
Yeah, pooped out.
But MomoCon is it. Like, that's the entire crew is going to be there. We got a lot of other people that are going to be there. It's going to be very fun, very festive, very energetic, and we just got so much in store for that trip. It helps that MomoCon is 4 days this time instead of 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
So extra time to meet, extra time to get stuff recorded. I love the live stuff that we do, and I know I'm going to have an absolute blast of a time for this one. All right, then. That's it. We're done here. Thank you guys for listening in to the PAX East 2015 wrap-up discussion. I think that's what we're going to call it. That's too long of a title.
We did stuff at PAX East, I think.
Woo, woo, woo. Hope you guys look forward to more BrainScratch stuff heading along your way. And you guys have a great night. Thank you for watching and take care. Okay, and I will bring us in after I take another sip of my coffee.
Yeah, like, okay, for a while there, we thought that you were, like, making the world's biggest batch of coffee.
Yeah, I got a Super Soaker backpack strapped on. It goes directly to my veins.
Super Mario Sunshine got a lot different than I remember it.